How you going today, guys? My name is Kilk, and today we're going through our friend Joey Power's Chamber on Breeze game. We discuss his setup versus map awareness, teleports on both offense and defense, and just general communication and crosshair placement. I've timestamped the sections below, so feel free to jump around. And without further ado, let's get into it.
That's a good spot.
So one thing I would, straight off the bat, definitely recommend is try and save a trap for halls if you've got a cipher, so that's actually pretty handy. But if no one else has anything in here, you definitely want to put something there. This is like in general, so that way you know if someone's coming or not.
Spike planted.
So I'd definitely be, as soon as you sort of like walk out from here, definitely take these back so then you can use them.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I think I just forgot this round.
Yeah, that's all good. And yeah, I guess like these two traps kind of do the same thing.
Enemy remaining.
Slow this down. So as far as the slow, sure is good, but as far as like information gathering, I suppose it's not as, you're not getting like the maximum value out of it. I don't know what happened here. Yeah, so I think what happened here is the sage is there, and then he dies from halls.
Spawn.
I know exactly.
I reckon. I'm not actually sure because he didn't say. But he said spawn, so I assume it's from here. So yeah, having a trip there, or you could always ask Cypher to chuck something there as well.
Yeah, I think it's definitely better to spread them out a little bit. Maybe even put one of them like in mid tunnels or whatever that's called.
Yeah, absolutely.
As well. They're just something, right?
Yeah, because the way I like to use them is more for information. So if I'm holding like B main, like this angle, I won't bother putting it there just for the slow. I'd rather put it somewhere where I'm not looking.
Yeah, that definitely makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because then it's like, you don't, like, the thing I hate about Breeze is you always have to have someone watching halls, and it just shits me so much. So if you can have if you can have a trap in there, then you don't ever need to watch it. You just need to be aware of the door opening. And then that gives you like, you can play 3 on site, or 2 here, 1 in mid, and then 2 on B, or like 1 in tunnels or something like that. So that makes a lot of sense.
Spike planted.
In saying that though, your Cypher should be aware of that as well. So, he also could be doing the same thing. And then yeah, I guess
last player standing.
The Cypher didn't really move out of this position.
My eyes are
Sage at 40.
1 enemy remaining.
3 out of 5.
Nice.
Where is everyone hiding? Excuse me, I'm working.
Yeah, I think sometimes when I'm retaking sites like that as well, I'm not exactly sure what the best way to kind of
No fireworks today, I'm afraid.
retake is, right? Like, what's the best way to kind of isolate 1v1s in a map like this where it's so open?
Yeah, this map is pretty tough to isolate 1v1s. To answer your question, I suppose, regarding the retakes, I mean, the problem, I suppose this is where Jet does better than Chamber, is that you can't really, it's not like you can like dash in or anything like that. So I suppose what you could do is just like, if you had your teleports back, set up sort of around here, and maybe like your back one there. So then you can just like jiggle and clear positions, because I suppose the most important thing, assuming time isn't really getting low, is to find out where they're playing, because they could be anywhere essentially. So if you're able to clear angles and not die straight away, then you can teleport back. All right, you know where they are, and then you can reaggress, and your team also knows where they are as well. That's assuming, like I said, if time's not a problem. I don't know why your Jet's going all the way around here, but anyway.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of thought.
Hiding.
So normally I try and think to grab the teleporters. I'm kind of realizing I kind of forgot a lot of times this game. So
Oh, that's all good.
I'll add that to my checklist.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what like VOD reviews for. Like, you think it's not so bad, and then it's all maybe you miss it like a couple times, and then you just sort of make it a habit.
130.
Yeah,
Excuse me, I'm working.
Good trade.
I'm not sure where the Viper was looking there either.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he thought like the Cypher
No
tapped it or
fireworks
something.
today, I'm afraid.
I'm also not exactly sure what I like to buy first round either.
I think it depends. So this is probably where I would suggest like asking your team. So if you're gonna go fast, I wouldn't bother with the
This should do.
Sentry. If
Sure.
you're gonna play more defaulty, then yeah, definitely pick up. One is good, and then 6 bullets is what I also like to do. Otherwise, yeah, if it's a faster play, I'll just go 4 bullets and small shields.
Yeah, I would say normally on a map like Breeze, where I feel like flanking is pretty common, I like to pick up 1 sentry and 6 bullets, or I don't know. My team in this game was kind of a bit indecisive, I think, on attack as well.
99. Wow.
I feel like I probably should have gone through the wall earlier,
One enemy remaining.
because my team is already on the other side.
Last one's at 90.
Down A.
Just play it.
Last player standing. Clutch.
Yeah, that was
you're
a
gonna
bit
play it.
unfortunate.
Yeah,
On A.
I'd definitely say I'd put your faith in your ability to use his Q,
Last player standing.
even if he's
Yeah, I think the reason I don't have it out is sometimes I pull it out and I forget how many bullets I have left, and honestly, for some reason I just didn't bother checking, and I kind of assumed I didn't have 4.
yeah, okay.
But I think if I would have kind of realized I had 4, I normally will use the other gun.
Yeah, that's
I think it's just a tracking how many bullets I have left. That's the issue here.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. And also your trip, if I'd more put it like at more of a flanking spot, like down here or something, rather than in this corner, in that corner, just because by this time, like they'll already be able to shoot you from A main, and if you get the plant down,
Sure.
generally people play back into A main as well. So
I think normally I try and put it kind of in that little corner, well, kind of where my first teleporter is almost.
yeah, that's a really good spot.
I think the reason I didn't this round was because I wasn't exactly sure if we were going to be pushing A or not.
Yeah,
So I kind of
that's
held
fair
it,
enough.
but yeah. I mean, I think at some point it's fine to put it in that spot anyways, because it catches the flankers either way, right? If they push
Yeah,
through A
exactly
and we're going
right.
B, it's probably better regardless.
Yeah.
Last one's at 90.
Down A.
Just play it.
Last player standing. Clutch.
So once I suppose, once you missed your first 2 shots on him,
Yep.
here,
Last one's at 90.
Down
he sort of
On
hides
A.
as well. So I would move. I would reposition.
A.
'Cause he
I think
knows
like
you're
go
sort of-
over to the right by the spike maybe.
Yeah,
Just
exactly
play it.
right.
Last player standing.
And then once this comes, I would stop walking completely and just start running away.
Clutch.
You like
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of walking around there.
I think there's
Well,
a
they're
chance
not
I could have
too-
escaped if I would have ran. But
Yeah, I think so, potentially. So again, like here, if you've got like a teleport set up, you can take these aggressive angles and then just dip.
then just rotate. Yeah.
Yeah. So before you go, I was gonna say, but I was gonna let it play out. If you're gonna take like a pretty far angle up here, like you're clearing a lot of space, which is really good, but definitely set up your teleport so you can get out, especially before you sort of swing out of this door.
Sure.
Because playing in halls is good. Like you're clearing heaps of space, but then you sort of have no way to get out, and then you just die. You know what I mean?
Yep, yeah, that makes a lot
Player
of sense.
standing.
I think that is one of the things I struggle to do is use the teleporter on attack, so that's a good way to use it for sure.
Yeah, like being able to just clear angles and having that safety net of being able to teleport out is very beneficial.
Enemy spotted A. Poison's gone. Enemy spotted A. Blocking sight.
So you definitely set up like a teleporter like around here. It's like you've got sight, you've made heaps of space. Good kill, maybe. Positioning was decent, I'm pretty sure. Maybe a fraction low from his head.
Spotted A.
So he knows where you are now, which is fine.
Yep.
No, that's pretty... Like, it's pretty head level, so that's pretty good. And then he just crouches. But yeah, if you definitely had a teleporter here, then after this kill... Oh, after this kill, you don't even need to dip. You know the raise is AWPing from bridge though, so I probably would recommend against swinging him.
Sure.
And just playing more of like a closer angle.
Yeah, that makes sense for sure.
Interestingly, the jet kills your trip. Like it pushes up. So that's something you can... I'm pretty sure it disappears even when you're dead. Like obviously it won't go off, but it disappears when they kill it.
Okay.
So you won't get any notifications or anything about it, but it gets knifed.
Yeah. I think it is what it is at that point.
Yeah, for real. Oh, for sure. But yeah, on attack, definitely Breeze. One thing I hate about attack Breeze is if you're pushing A, like your flank trips, because they can come from halls if no one's going there. You sort of need one in that corner and then one like on these boxes. So you can't really cover too much,
Sure.
unfortunately. But even like for most of the map, you know, if you put one there, then they can go all the way around here and bypass it. So you sort of just got to cover, I don't know, something, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, at some point you just have to take the percentage play, I guess, that they're probably going to hit it.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, definitely make use of your teleport a bit more. Because if you... It's not so much like entry, but if you want to take like first contact, you can, because you can just get out. So like teleport, I don't know, here, and then stick one there, and then swing from this angle and try and fight the person here or something. Because you've always got your get out of jail free card, as long as you don't get like one tapped or something, or AWPed.
Yeah, I think that probably works even better if I'm like duoing with somebody else. I can probably like wide swing and kind of bait for them and then teleport back and they close peek or I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, plays like that always work. You could even try set it up in solo queue as well. Like if you're like, yeah, I'll swing wide, someone trade or someone take the kill or something to that extent.
Player standing.
Nice.
Lucky, but it's too late. What are you looking down here?
Last player standing.
That is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you did have to push
right.
A main there, so
This is
in my
just the
opinion,
beginning.
anyway. Because if he's playing,
Yeah, I guess the other option is just hold as he taps the bomb, right?
Does anyone
But
have fun?
yes, exactly right.
that's the other one. But I'm not sure which one's better, really. They're probably both situational, but
Yeah. If I don't like, I suppose as you get like an idea as the game goes on, if he does like to play lineups, then yeah, you definitely have
sure.
to push.
Then you have to push, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Teleport's ready. That's a good spot. A gift.
Yeah, nice dude.
There they are.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, there decided to peek. I figured he hit the trap. Normally, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel my aim gets a little funky when I'm slowed, just because your movement is a little different. So I figured I would take the peek there, but maybe it would have been better to not.
I
There they
don't
are.
hate it. I don't love it either. So you're a little bit low here too.
Sure.
To be honest, I'm not sure. Like, if you know that he's slowed, you could almost sort of, and he's sort of like stuck there. You could almost sort of watch this angle or something.
Sure.
Because I suppose from where you are, you don't really have an opportunity to get out. Like, you're not able to use your teleports.
Yep.
Although in saying that, you did just use it, so I did forget about that. So that's actually not as bad as I thought.
I think thinking about it now, it's better to kind of play for my life there, because they are pushing this site, and my team will rotate
No
eventually,
charges
so...
Yeah,
Spike planted.
exactly right. So I think, yeah, if you just play slower or play around this one, maybe. I don't really love this trap, to be honest. I think it is better over here or maybe
Yeah, fair
tunnels or
enough.
something. Because especially if you're going to end up playing in front of it, then it just
Yep.
has no use.
Spike down A.
Crosshair is a little low. You're aiming sort of at his hips.
Yep.
Then after that kill, because you and Sage are holding this angle, you don't need to sort of rush through here or push through here.
Uh-huh.
You could, what have you got control of? Do you know, I couldn't remember, has anyone like actually gone onto site or have you still had that?
I don't think they made it onto site, but I also don't know. I think here, I thought it was clear.
Yeah,
Just judging by the way that I'm playing.
Yeah, I think it is clear as well, so that's fine. But yeah, you could like consider going up this way, or you could wait the 3 seconds for your teleport. So I suppose yeah,
Spike down
forward.
A.
And then you're just so exposed as well.
Yeah, I think it's at least definitely best to wait so my Sage can trade me afterwards.
Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah.
they could heal. You could ask them for the heal as well.
Eliminate.
Poison's gone.
Yeah, I really did not expect him to peek from that side.
Yeah, wow. Okay, so he must have jumped down from the window, I guess.
Yeah,
That's unlucky.
just a bit awkward, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't really ever expect
Spike
people to make
down,
that walk all the way up.
Well,
I think everyone's pushing tunnel.
to be honest, it's pretty, like, it's not a great spot to walk because you're so exposed from anyone that's sort of playing.
Yeah,
on the
that's
site.
kind of why I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose because both you and Rainer are watching the same angle, maybe, I don't know if you wanted to play like more window-ish
Sure.
sort of, just so you're watching different things.
Yep.
Last player stand.
So here, you can hear them starting to come through tunnels. So instead of trying to get like a closer angle and walking forwards, I'd sort of just sit back there and just hold it and just wait for them to run into you. Because you're still walking forwards as he swings. So then you have to
Right.
stop, reposition, and
Last
then,
player standing.
yeah. Whereas if you were just like sitting there waiting, like you might be able to get one, and then you've still got the ability to hide by ducking back.
Yeah,
in.
yeah. Get one and then live, sure.
Yeah. Nice. Good teleport out. You're very good with the teleports, which is good.
Enemy spotted mid.
Cypher A.
Trap destroyed.
Spike down
Nice.
B.
That's a good spot. A gift.
Yeah, nice dude.
Enemy spotted me.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
That was well played.
Yeah. I think another thing I could have considered is just running there before I even took the duel.
Yeah, that's also a good, because he has to plant to win or kill you. So
Right.
if you hide, like that could have gone either way. To be fair.
Nice.
But if you like hid here, he's just gonna try and run, I suppose, onto plant or something like that.
Right.
If he knows you're here and you teleport back there, then it's like, fuck, where are you? I did want to commend this part where you didn't get any of the kills, but you still teleported away before. Like a lot of people just like to sit there and, take the fight, but, you got a bit of damage done. You got information that there's two there, and then you survived. That's such a good advantage. So, yeah, good stuff.
Look your enemy in the eye.
Yeah, I quite like playing
With accuracy.
agents that can do that. Things like Jet or Chamber or Reyna. Those are
Yeah.
generally my favorite.
Yeah, being able to not get traded is like such a good ability.
Teleport's ready.
That's why I quite like playing Chamber and Jet as well, and even
That
Reyna.
works. That's a good spot.
Yeah, I don't recommend this this trap setup.
Yeah.
Have you been climbing?
I don't think I really said too much this game at all, if
Okay.
anything, to be honest.
Because you definitely give out call outs.
Spotted
Like,
mid.
you saw two in mid, so you could say like one nest, one mid. Got to pick A. There's two there, so definitely trying to work A could be a good play from after that, rather than definitely A now. Be too bad. Yeah, because there's still one nest and then one tunnels, and I guess they still aggress here because they're not sure.
One enemy remaining.
One thing I will say here, if you had a pretty good
Spike
chance
down B.
wrap through, what you could do is communicate with your team. Just say, "I just hold on. I've got a good wrap." And given that although since you start running, they know you're there, so that gives that away.
Yep.
And then if you're running, I don't recommend walking again, especially not as you swing the corner.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, so just kind of tell them to kind of bait me a little bit, and then
Yeah, exactly right. Once
Just
they know
walk the
you're
whole
there,
way.
they'll start watching
Yeah,
the
yeah.
angle,
Just
and then
let
if you
them
just
try to
walk
catch
peek it, then it's just so easy to hit. If that makes sense.
sure. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yep.
But no, well played otherwise.
This should do.
Reloading. Here. Blocking
And
sight.
even just saying stuff like Sage has used both slows or something like that.
Trade.
I definitely, even if people aren't talking much, definitely just give comms anyway, like 2 mid or 1 A or 1 left pyramid, etc. That kind of stuff. It's better than, I suppose, staying silent. Or stuff like, Sage has used the wall and both slows. Things like that. Can definitely
For sure.
can definitely just be beneficial. Even if people don't use it, do anything off it. It's just a good habit to have as well for when you climb the ranks. Because to be honest, your aim was very good, I thought.
Reloading.
Poison's gone.
Dis-moi.
I have the spike.
Last player standing.
Let's see. Where's your crosshair?
Reloading.
Poison's gone.
Clearing your angles well. So that's good around clearing the angles as well. So that's really nice. Just a bit low. I suppose even if they're on this bottom platform, like here, it would still be quite low.
Yeah, I'm not quite very good with that. A lot of times I kind of use, I don't know if you know, but the walls that are multicolored. Normally the line is at head level. So I kind of
Yeah.
use that as a crutch. So if I don't have that, I'm kind of a bit lost, I think, sometimes.
Okay, yeah, that just comes. with
Especially when
it.
there's like an elevation change here.
Elevation does make it quite confusing. I think a lot of these boxes are sort of pretty close to head level. Like it's not.
Yes,
exactly,
I think
but,
you're right too, yeah.
I've never really like noticed too much, so it's not something I use unfortunately. But I think, yeah, like a lot of these boxes are head level. Good kill. Maybe just take a little bit more time. It's hard to say.
Last player standing.
Because you dipped in and out, so that's fine.
Last player
Yeah, you just
standing.
got pinched.
Spike down B.
Or squeezed,
Yeah.
rather.
Spike is down.
Spike down A.
Hits you. And then, yeah, crosshair's just a bit low.
Yep.
Like, your crosshair positioning, yeah, sometimes it drops low, but, like, whose doesn't? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And, like, you're clearing angles really well. Like, that. From what I can tell, they're usually always, like, just on the outside of the angles that you want.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone, like, trying to swing you, like, see here, like, even just a random spot, it's in such a good spot. And what ping do you play with normally?
I don't know. Probably it's less than 40 for sure.
Yeah,
Probably.
okay. So that's good.
I mean, it's pretty good. Pretty
Yeah.
good ping.
Because like some people like put their crosshair like right on the edge, and unless you're on LAN and have like reaction time of, I don't know, a Formula One driver, like it's very hard to
sure.
hit that. So giving yourself a bit of like gap, it's really good. So your crosshair positioning is pretty good. Like as you clear angles, you're like on the outside of the walls and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
planted.
Sometimes it definitely gets a bit sloppy, and
Yeah.
then sometimes I have the thought, and then I just aim where I think the corner is when I try and peek, and then I'm just not in the right spot. So I think that just comes with practice as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But like you said, I suppose like the idea is good. Like you're always on the, well, so far from what I've seen, you're always on the outside of where they could swing from.
One
so
enemy remaining.
That's really good.
One thing I noticed as I was kind of watching this back is I kind of crouch sprayed a lot this game. I've been trying to not do that quite as much and kind of do like the strafe shooting, but it's kind of a hard habit to break, I think.
Yeah, for real. I mean,
That's a good spot.
because I played a lot of Counter-Strike, I crouch so
A
often.
gift.
And I don't
Yeah, I
think
don't
it's
know
like
how we missed
as
all your shots on
taboo
you
as
with that
people make it
Vandal.
out to be.
Sure.
As long as you're pretty
I'm
clean
happy
with
that
your
I got
first
3
few
kills.
bullets. Otherwise, yeah, you're just, because you can't
Get
move,
out of my
you're
way.
just a sitting duck. So,
Yep.
but if you're pretty solid early, then no.
I have the...
But yeah, otherwise, I didn't think there was like too much more glaring. Definitely like move your util around though.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a good thing to do.
Yeah, just using it more for information rather than the slow. The slows are good as well, even if you're just using it for information. Like if they're pushing halls and it goes off, well then it
Yep.
takes time for them to get out so you can turn around or, reposition, stuff like that. But yeah. Otherwise, yeah, not bad. What rank did you say this was? Silver.
Silver 1, yeah.
Yeah, wow, okay. Definitely your aim is definitely better than Silver 1, so, take that.
Well, that's good to hear at least.
Yeah, take that as you will. And then,
Well,
yeah.
good or bad, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how you look at that.
Well, aim, I think, is where a lot of people do get let down. And then, like, once you clean up a bit of, like, your utility usage, like, having one here isn't the end of the world, but just, like, moving
Sure.
around. And even if you, like, wanted to, like, change positions, because a lot of the time you're, like, here, or you took an aggressive angle. Like, if, for example, all of a sudden you're on A, or sometimes you're in nest, or sometimes you pushed out.
Yeah, I think that's
through
definitely a
elbow.
good thing to, especially if I'm going to be playing off angles. I think that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, like you never want to get predictable. Like a couple of times you put your trap in there, which isn't too bad, but once they start like learning where you put your traps, they become less effective. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I think a lot of the time they're always sort of within this sort of triangle. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's not the best for sure.
Yeah, considering like the map's pretty big. Yeah. Did you have any questions regarding it, or hopefully?
No, I think
hopefully it's
I got some
beneficial.
good ideas from that for sure.
Ah, good to hear.
Yeah, I really appreciate the review here.
No, all good. I mean, I really enjoy it as well. So, and I learn. It keeps me like watching the map and keeping me active too. So, I definitely get stuff out of it.
Nice. Yeah, I'll keep playing. I'll definitely hit you up in a couple weeks or something. Maybe we can
Yeah.
go over another one.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be neat.
Absolutely. But yeah, I'll message you when I stick this online as well. I've just got one to do before this one, so it may be in like a week or so.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Motivated I am.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
But glad we were able to get to work this out.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I'm gonna grab some lunch, so I'll let you go.
All right, yeah, have a
Catch
good
you later,
one.
man.
I was gonna
Yeah.
tell you to have a good night, but
No,
just have a good lunch.
yeah. Peace, man.
All right, see ya.